I didn't have a clue how this boat would behave, and I didn't want to invest a whole lot in it, you know, so I cut the transom down to 15. When I did it, I knew I did not want to do that. But the motor I have is a 15 horse, 15 inch shaft. No, 25 horse, 15 inch shaft. So I cut it down and used that motor on it, and it did alright. Would blow out some, you know, at the upper end. So I like the boat a lot, and I decided that I would invest in a new motor. So I bought a 40 horse Honda 4-stroke 20 inch shaft. So now, obviously the problem is I need 5 inches more on the transom. Woohoo! And that's what this is all about. I was going to use my jack plate, but truth be told, I'm just not a real big fan of jack plates. For this, I used the jack plate on my Jubilee, and it was okay. I just don't like losing reverse. And as my brother said, well, how often do you use it? Well, I like combat fishing, so I fish around the bridges and stuff, and I like running it up and stopping it and getting close and backing up, and so I like pretty good control out of it, and I feel like I lose a lot of reverse with the jack plate. So I think I'm not going to do the jack plate. I'm going to build that transom up and see how it comes out. So my game plan is, this is my fleshing beam. I'm a little low on wood right now, so I'm going to have to use my fleshing beam, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it, I'll cut it 30 inches, lay it on the inside, and mark that opening out on it, leaving it an inch big on all surfaces, and then I'm going to shiplap it. I'll half it with an inch recess all the way around, and I'll go into the boat and I will relieve an inch out of the inside of this framing all the way across, and see if I can get it to fit in there properly. So I'll check back in with you as I'm in the process, but this is going to be involved, and I'm having the motor mounted in 2 days. So here we are. You can see what I removed. All this, that probably would have been down in right around there. You can see the thickness that it was, right like so. So what I did is I dadoed out this section of this wood, and then I relieved all this out of the transom area, and then I glued it all the way in. You can see the line I made, the index line. So it's shiplap basically. It's pretty solid. Used pocket hole jig and drilled down through on this piece. I just cut it out a little bit wider than the motor and PL premiumed in there. Screw, and it's in there pretty good. I used automotive spot putty. Never used it before, but I'm in a hurry because I got to get the motor mounted today, and normally I would try to use some kind of epoxy based filler for that. We'll see how it fares. I had this piece of 1/4 inch plate aluminum. I'm going to scribe a line across and cut it off and add it to the inside of the boat where they bolt through, and in my mind that'll act as a clamp to clamp it to the old portion, and kind of give it a little bit more structure to it. So we'll see how it happens. I guess long term will tell. Need to bend some aluminum for your transom. Sorry, shitty lighting. For for your transom, protect it. That's just under 1/8 inch, probably 3/16 aluminum I got off a job somewhere. So just cut it out with the jigsaw, Bosch blade, metal blade, real slow. Put some oil on it. If you don't, it'll cake up and you'll go through a bunch. So I run it real slow, some oil. Put it on the 4x4 and clamp down my 2x4 with some screws, and take a hammer and just start beating it all the way. You see the beat marks on the wood, just beat it all the way down around. Nice little flush, just like a brake. So, little tip.